Hello and welcome to World War II and more. Today we'll be going over a brief history of the U.S. Army Ration Type K during World War II. We will also be discussing the importance of K rations and other rations in living history and reenacting. The first K rations were made in November of 1941, but were only produced in small numbers for field testing. Only around 6,000 rations were produced in 1941. In fall of 1942, after many tests and changes, the K ration was finally mass-produced. The K ration only had small changes from 1942 to 1945, the biggest being the change from brown, somewhat plain boxes to the more colorful morale boxes in 1944. 3 K rations, or a full day's worth, breakfast, dinner, and supper, only contained around 2,800 calories, not nearly enough to give a soldier the energy he needed for a whole day in the field. Each K ration consisted of a type of meat, egg or cheese, biscuits or crackers, some type of confection like chocolate or caramels, gum, cigarettes, matches, as well as a drink powder like coffee, lemonade, orangeade, grape, or bouillon, and sugar. In some cases, toilet paper would have been included as well. The K ration's original purpose was to be given to airborne and armored units for short durations when away from field kitchens, but by 1943 they were being given to all U.S. military forces. The K ration was only meant for a 1 or 2 day use in the field, but was often the only source of food for soldiers for some time, oftentimes causing soldiers to have loss of energy and even weight. The K ration had dozens of makers and packaging companies. Here are just a few of these companies, some of which might sound familiar to you as they are still around today. The Beech-Nut Packing Company, W.M. Wrigley Jr. Company, Patton Food Products, H.J. Heinz Company, General Food Corporation, Kellogg Company, Campbell Soup Company, and the Cracker Jack Company are just a few of the makers of the K ration. The importance of rations in living history and historical reenacting. Food is an excellent way to relate the average individual to a soldier on the front lines. So, by having food-related items like rations in your display, you can easily make a connection with your audience. Remember, while items with historical value will grasp the attention of the history buff, items that are related to everyday life, like food and clothing, will grasp the attention of almost anyone. Also, remember that using the 4 senses, sight, touch, smell, and taste, can prove to be a great attention getter. So start a fire, cook some grub, or even just light a match, and I can guarantee that you will have everyone's attention. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed the video. Be sure to like, subscribe, and leave a comment. For more, be sure to check out our Instagram, link in the description. Also be sure to be on the lookout for part 2 of this 3-part series on rations. Next part will be all about C rations, and remember to always love history.